Welcome everybody, welcome once again to another Sports Frenzy podcast. I know that we're late, but it's better late than never. But we're here once again, man. And I should have had some show earlier this week, but for some reason or the other, I didn't have any. But we're here once again and going to be joined by Dima shortly. Yo, bro, what going?
What's up? What's up? Big up everybody in the comment section. Big up yourself, Levan. Big up the producer and all the sponsors.
All right, bro. So interesting week, just culminated. A lot of stuff happened, and I don't really want to go back there because I'm sure that it was hard taking for you, but we're just going to get into this weekend. And Cadlan, big up yourself. Pepe, big up yourself. And to everybody else in the chat, big up on yourself. So we're going to start off.
Wait, what happened last week for you say heartbreaking?
That 3-0 whop up that they got, man.
Who played last week?
Wolves.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, but let's move on. Let's not go back there. Mighty God of Daniel.
So it's Chelsea against West Ham against Chelsea in the first game over this match weekend. But before we even get into that, what do you make of this whole alabaloo going around with Man City?
Boss, what Marina say? I prefer not to speak. You see, for me, brother, worse me no say. What stuff I've been reading, I know Peppers come out and say, if they find us guilty and it's if this and that, over 100 we call him thing there? Over 100, I forget the legal term with them use, right? If them can go through all of that, and I know them have them money and them get some rich lawyers to deal with all of this and all of that stuff. If they can come through this unscathed, boss, may I tell you, either they're really, really not guilty, or them just spend a bag of money. Because if this cannot be real, bro. And the fact that I know that Liverpool can potentially get another 2 or 3 Premier League titles, where you shake your head for? You say good night? You mute, boss. You mute. Me not hear what you say. Alright, anyway, so I don't know what sure. So I mean, I know this happened, a couple seasons back and nothing came of it. But listen, boss, that one you look very serious. I don't think the last time it was over 100 or citations. Let me just use the word there. And we just have to wait and see. But for me, I'm hoping that it happens. And people are going to say, my bad mind City. Yes, my bad mind City, because if you're doing that and cheating, you definitely don't deserve to win your titles. And people are going to say, oh, but it's on the football pitch, it happened and they actually paid. Well, the fact that you can go out and buy anybody, you can buy Jack Grealish and keep him on the bench for 100 million and all of these things, you're obviously cheating. So you don't deserve your titles. And the person who you're knocking off your perch by 1 point and 1 point and 1 point, they deserve to get the trophy. You get what I say? For all we know, give Brendan Rodgers a trophy too. You get what I say? Like, give him one. You get me? So I'm hoping that, it happens. But, I mean, probably 90% not happen. And if something is going to happen, it's going to be over 2 to 3 years. Going through this, because this was a 4-year period that they did the investigations and stuff. Yeah, so it might not happen immediately or whatever. But no matter how long it take, if it work out and them say, listen, all of those times when they won the league, you're going to be deducted points, even for 2 points. I don't care, because we lose the league by 1. All Liverpool fans from all over the world light up 4 bus and we are going to do parade same way, because all now we not celebrate the COVID year of lifting the Premier League. So we have a lot of Premier League parade if this goes through. So I wouldn't mind it happen.
All right, Mr. Sherway, they can chip in though.
Good night, everybody. It hard to sit down and listen nonsense some of the time, really, especially when you just wake up, you miss a first part of the show.
No, man, you don't miss nothing yet, man. This is the first thing we are talking about.
Okay. City will not be stripped of any title, even if they're found guilty. Too much complications are there with that. Too
What
much.
are some of the
And I
complications?
will just name one. If you strip City of that, if of any of those titles that he's talking about, dating back, I'm not even talking about Liverpool because Liverpool was non-existent when City started winning.
Jesus
Let's start
Christ.
about and when I say non-existent, I mean
You don't make
there
no
were
sense. Just say
they
you
were I
apologize.
gave you your chance. I even muted my call, right?
You
I gave you your chance, right? Um, even if they were a mid-table team back when Manchester City started challenging Manchester United and Chelsea for the title. All right, too much complications with it, right? Let's say, let's say for instance, no, every single club is going to say, "Oh, I finished fifth that season when City won the league. You strip them of the title. Now, how are you going to determine that if I didn't get that Champions League spot that season, if you strip them of the time, how sure are you that I wouldn't have won the Champions League that season? Right? That's one complication behind it. So they won't be stripped of any title. What I am seeing three possibility right now based on what I have read, right? Seriously read, not no joke going around. Three possibilities I am drawing from this. I think they will be found guilty. 100 breaches is just too much, right? I think 100 breaches is too much. One, the first possibility that I see coming from this, they'll take a big financial hit, right? Which let me not say big because in the terms of City, them just write a check and I hit that. But yeah, they'll be hit financially.
It's a
Two,
bonds check.
probably two, there will be the deducted points. This, that, and why I said deduct, and this is why I don't believe that this will ever happen in the summer. This ruling will come out in the probably in the middle of a season, maybe next season or the season after, right? It could even happen this season too. Let's see. But I'm not keeping my hopes up for that, right? And then the third thing that I see probably happen is them getting demoted from the Premier League. I don't know if they will go to the non-league or if they will go down back to the Championship. It has happened
But
before
here
in
what they're
Europe.
showing. But here what they're showing. And see if they can get demoted, they'll go
Mhm.
back into a demo. So they're going to strip them of the titles. The demotion
So,
is in line. No, man. The demotion is in line with the stripping of the titles. So here what fam. Me personally don't think so they're going to strip them of the titles. See, because just like demo, if they strip City right now, a three title that for me, I'll only become Premier League champion,
and that's why I'm saying that is
But
not going to be a
watch on
possibility.
yes, not Sherwin.
It's
What me
not
feel said
going to
I
be.
got does it seem like when they deduct the 15 points from Juve? The fee said them I got that
Yeah.
deduct 15 points from City, probably ban them for a couple transfer window and find them some money. So those are the
Possibly.
three things me think that I'm gonna do them.
But
Me
how,
personally feel that I'm gonna straight out that,
but
but
how much
just
money
like what Dima
can
said.
you yeah, but how much money right now can you find City for it to really hurt
No
them?
man, finding the money is not the problem. The next two is the real deal. The 15
Yes,
points plus that.
yes, the two sanctions after that is going to be very big because
But
me,
you know
me
what though?
just eh
You know what though? Me don't mind them do what Dima saying.
wow,
Cause three Premier League title that for me in a boss. Me no mind
that's
City get
No,
fine.
stripped.
but listen to me. I mean, Sky Sports came out and they put out a probably, I think it was about 6 or 7 bullet points of
Yeah.
stuff that could have happened. I don't know where Bones get him three things can happen. You're one liar, boss. You know what's happening
Hey,
over there. No,
hey,
all right, you talk already.
you have
Wait, no,
hey
let me finish now. Let me finish.
Sky
So him
Sports
come out and
Sky
him
Sports
say,
is a joke. You have Gary Neville working for Sky Sports is a joke, big joke.
what,
Come on,
Gary Neville
Sherwin.
wasn't a part of what was happening with.
I don't
Anyway,
care.
so my thing is right. So they came out and they highlighted a lot of stuff. Bone's point is that if somebody finished third or fourth, who will get the Champions League spot. This has nothing to do with 3 and 4. This is about first and second. They're deciding a title. So if you're going to strip
Nonsense.
point,
That's
Jesus
nonsense. That
Christ.
is nonsense.
So they're deciding who is
Come on,
going to win a
Sherwin.
title. So if they're stripping if they're stripping a title away, the most the person who get second are gonna get the trophy, whether if depending on the amount of points they strip.
all
So
right,
if me lose, boss, remember don't know. So if we lose the title by 1 point, and them say, dating back to this season, them gonna take City 5 points away. I think that's the thing, right? 5 points away would automatically win the title. I don't know whether that would have put City in terms of third or fourth or whatever, right? But the title is what is being decided, and so I don't know what Bones are talking about, like, so it can't happen. Of course, it can happen. It wouldn't be complicated. You just do that and sort out first and second.
No, what you mean? But no third and fourth and fifth are gonna have an argument, and he took them and
But,
say,
but
hey,
I'm saying it all depends on how much points you take away
you
from
still
City.
have too much complications in it because money, because TV rights also go. The money where them get for TV rights also go off of the position where you're finishing at the league, right?
Alright, make we hear what Sky Sports have to say. They know much more than we do.
You're obviously not. You're obviously one-sided,
You're not hearing
blinded,
Mr. Freeze.
one-sided to this thing.
When I hear Levon.
We're not hearing me, Freeze.
No, you're
No,
good,
man, where I
man.
hear you, I think you don't read the thing.
All right, so people in the comment section, just bear with me because flow moved shaky from the other day, so every now and then I might see my internet freeze up. Voice, Wagon, welcome, boss.
Wagon, gentlemen, good night.
Night.
All right, so
What
these are the
conditional?
punishments. All right, so there's what punishments can the independent commission impose on a club? 1, suspend a club from playing league matches. 2, points deductions. 3, recommend to the board that league match be played, in which you're not gonna do that. So number 3 out of the equation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
4, recommend to the board that the league expels the respondent club. 5, order compensation. 6, cancel or refuse registration of players. 7, conditional punishment. 8, order the club to pay cost. And finally, make such other order as it thinks fit.
Which is which part? No, so Demo, you rely upon the last one.
Boss, me just to say, it's not as difficult
but you
as
rely
you're
upon the
making it
last
out.
one.
Something wrong with both. I am saying it is not as difficult as you're making it out to be, boss. That's
No,
all.
but you're relying on the last one, which
Yeah,
clearly
I mean,
not
I'm
state
just
what
saying
you
it's an
said.
option. It's an option.
All right, so Kebs, this has enjoyed a little bit late. So, me and Demo kind of like what say, we don't mind City title and get take away because when I get them, but logically speaking, we know say that now go happen. More than likely, now go happen. So, what do you think?
The most City will get, if anything, is a transfer ban if that depends on the list or whatever. But this is, and again, this is how I look at it. When you have some big giants in the thing, and those City owners are some real big giants, right? I think it's real hard to say, okay, all right, we're gonna take off some points reduction. Like I believe, and I see some people comparing it with Juventus, and I'm saying I don't think it's the same as Juventus because Juventus are born, as in Jamaica, we say a born thief. Them thief everything. Them thief, them get sanctioned, them go down, them come back up, them thief again. But I think for this, I think the most City, I think they're not going to get anything. I think you're going to come back and they're going to say, oh, they're going to make up some excuse why. But I think if they're going to get anything, it just have to be okay. Can do not transfer for 2 years or whatever the case may be. But that's the most thing. I think it's just going to be a slap on the wrist because Manchester City.
As Kem said that though, Levon, was that the same thing? You remember when Chelsea get the transfer ban or something similar them they do, Kems? You remember when them they have Lampard and them they has promote Mount and Abraham and them thing? Why them they get a transfer ban?
I think
it was something similar.
Something like that in there.
It was something similar, but not as
not quite.
Then they break FFP.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that as severe as this, obviously, because this is over one
Then they break FFP.
But City man, they run the right one bag of bunks, check though, brother. Around them.
But Pep's ain't ready for go back down to go back and go fight in a championship. So I can go on. I don't have a problem with that.
Anything. I don't care. Right now, what's some high money right now want right now, brother. I'm saying Qatar and Saudi Arabia interested in the United. Come on, man, high money straight.
Pep saying willing to go down and go fight, so that's fine. Would that nice to see Pep done there still?
Which Pep?
Guardiola.
What the drinks say them call
What
Jamaica?
that man said today?
Hey, what the drinks name we used to drink? I used to go Pep Up. A Pep Up with name? You never used to drink Pep Up. Look at
name,
box
so.
juice.
No, but they know
Oh, yes, youth. Yes.
But
Yes.
you don't know Pep Up. Oh, you don't know the brother.
Yes. I true can remember it.
I mean,
maybe no man, maybe if I see it. If I see it, I probably know it, but I don't remember a name.
Levon, look for that picture there. Pep Up.
Man really go look for that.
Or you mean with
a joking, me I look fit real man.
With a big head, is a big head man with up on the thing, brother.
Yes, man, remember it, man. Yes, man. Know yourself. You have to hold juice, milk still up on the two of them mouth.
No, man. Yeah, you think they have a beard. I think so. They find it? Brother, see it here.
I think about Big Joe.
Yeah, see it there.
Pep Up, brother. You don't know Pep Up.
So no Big Joe. I know say a Big Joe, man.
A Pep Up.
Big Joe, know the man as brother. A Big Joe.
Remember Big Joe, man.
What I must have picked there, I go down a champion.
You say I lie my lie in that interview. They good on.
Pep Guardiola, one of the biggest liars in the football management. You remember when Aguero left and how the man cried, living eye water. Oh, we cannot replace him. We cannot. And they run go spend much more Haaland, boy, you can't replace. Yo, anyway.
The same thing. I see you see him come out and I say, Cancelo. Oh, Cancelo. He wants to play every game. Oh, such a professional. But can't imagine the man run Cancelo to the close.
But yeah, this was the thing with Chelsea, and see Adrian Nichols saying that them sign underage players and put in the first team, example Bertrand Pierre and blah blah blah. That's why they get transfer ban. Like I say, they sign too much and then send them out on loan, like they have way too much. So, yeah. But
I remember that.
First up tomorrow morning, 7:30, West Ham against one of the most boring teams to watch in the EPL, Chelsea. How we see this one going? Anyone can start.
Well, I'll start. And this will be my pick. I pick Everton to...
Before going at this, man. Bro, big up, man. Wicked pick that, man. The man tell us, yo, you can buy double chance. And if you're brave enough, you're going to buy the game for 1-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're a girl not getting a Valentine's present, she will live for no, because that was it. Yeah, that was it. But for this game, right? Honestly, I think, Mr. Rice, you're saying more about Chelsea, now is his time to show. Right? I'm looking at him in the middle of the park. Again, when I look at Chelsea, again, me personally, I don't really know much about football, but with the little sense I have, I don't see no direction with the team. I definitely think one name, Potter, I think he's over his head and I think he's coaching for his game. At any given time, them can just run him out of the team. Again, being on a bad run and then getting new players to implement into a system and not easy. But again, and I've said it many times, millionaire, billionaire owners, they're not business about that. They don't have no time for worry about your feelings or anything. They want results now, and 9th place, 10th place, 11th place is just not good enough for a man who spend 250 million in the space of time that he's there. Right? So again, looking at Chelsea, again, them buy big baller here, so here, so the man will come from Ukraine at the next big team, I come take over the Premier League. And again, it all is a results business, and a goals win games. So no style and no pretty control and no look pass. We don't want them thing there. Chelsea need goals. And looking at West Ham, at Newcastle them play the other day, right? Newcastle them play and them draw.
Yeah. Better than Newcastle, if you ask me.
Yep, and as we know, Newcastle are one of the best defense right now. Goals per game, record-wise, they concede, if not the least, the top 3 rounds. And West Ham,
Least.
At the least, see there? Yeah, and looking at West Ham, let us not forget that David Moyes also is coaching for his job as well, because he's not off the hook as well. Getting that drag with Newcastle, I think that by him a little bit of time, the owner say, all right then, you're making some moves. So this game, I think David Moyes is desperate. I think West Ham is desperate. And I see a man say, long time Antonio score from. I see him walk with a bag of KFC chicken there in a half a tree. The man can't score no goal. The man, I don't know what, brother. The man can't score. But
Score the other day, man.
In a Premier League?
Yeah, that a cup.
No, brother, Premier
But
League
no, man. The reason I'm saying score the other day, man, I think it was about the match before them play against Newcastle.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I don't think he's playing bad, right? He's holding up the play. His work rate is incredible. But again, when we look on the stat sheet, when I see work rate, when I see them something there, a goals when I look for. With my forward, a goals more, and and I think
it depends on the sheet you look on.
Eh?
It depends on the sheet you look on.
True. But again, I remember them also just signed, Danny Ings as well. I know Danny Ings is a gunman. But again, looking at this game, I'm picking, and I think if I'm not mistaken, this is a derby, correct?
London.
Exactly.
London, yeah.
And we know these things go farm and everything out the window. It's a cutthroat kind of thing. And I'm just going to, and people, let me tell you, West Ham is not giving up all 3 points. Me personally, I am buying West Ham to win 2-1. I think this is going to be one of West Ham's best games, and I'm going Jared Bowen to score. Bowen to score, because I think he's going to give those Chelsea defenders around there. They're going to play some footsies around there. So I'm going 2-1 West Ham.
All right, Demo.
Yeah. Listen, I can't really differ too much from what Kim say in terms of the game will be tight and the whole farm in a derby kind of thing. But I think with the new I think this is going to be a new phone Chelsea. Enzo already getting a couple games. I mean, probably not at his favorite position, holding in the game that he played. They probably want to free him up a little bit more. Modric came off at halftime. I think he had a cold or something like that. So hopefully, those guys are fit and stuff. But the thing is, I really score a bag of goal upon Chelsea. Like they see him, Thiago Silva look like, I don't know, he's probably one of the best defenders in the league for me right now. He looks imperious at the back. And I don't know how you pronounce the name, Balag, whatever. The B name are back with him. What? Badia Shield. He has looked immense as well since he came in. And I know the youth from Piet will wear the headband. The other black youth will wear the headband. He came on and did a little cameo the other day. Oh my Lord. Listen, this is going to be a new Chelsea team. And I think that they just might edge it. I know West Ham are on the up with that draw from Newcastle. But I think Chelsea just might have enough to edge it. And they're still looking for a striker. I think them have that striker because Havertz now cut it. Obviously, in the favor Aubameyang. I don't know what them are going to do, but I'm going to go for a slight Chelsea win by the odd goal. So I'm going 2-1 Chelsea.
Bones.
Yeah, I think Chelsea defensively has improved a lot. I don't know. They have few back-to-back clean sheets now, I think. They've been if it's either 2 or 3, I think, in recent past, if not the last 5 games. I think they've been doing well. It's not as bad as how people making it seem. Graham Potter is rebuilding the team, and that is very, very clear right now. 3 clean sheets, yeah. So he is rebuilding the team, and that is absolutely clear. And he needs time, right? And I think they will actually turn up and come good. I think Felix is back tomorrow, and he was absolutely menacing in the game that he got the red card in. So Felix, Modric, and Enzo in that team tomorrow, I think will make a whole lot of difference. West Ham, as I said, looked really good versus Newcastle down at St. James Park last week. I think they were, for me, I think they were better than Newcastle last weekend, to be honest. They played really, really well. But as Kim's rightly said, it's a derby. It's a derby, and farm goes out the window, and that's why I'm going to give Chelsea the edge in this one. I'm actually going for a big 3-1 Chelsea victory tomorrow. I think they're going to bounce back, and I think they will bounce back impressively tomorrow.
All right. Well, me and Kems are rolling at the same boat because me and if you say West Ham, I give up all of the points in tomorrow. So I'll go for West Ham at least a draw. That's what I see tomorrow.
So
And I wouldn't
Sherwin,
mind because guess what? Go ahead.
so Sherwin, so you're saying that okay, Chelsea is rebuilding. Okay, at what point does the
Hold on,
rebuild?
Kims. Hold on. Fix your phone. We can't see in your eyes, boss. Like
I
we
want to
just
see them.
yeah.
I want to see them.
Like you just yeah. Go.
So Sherwin, at what point does the rebuild stop? Well, the whole of the season? I could just call that season and wash and then start brand new next season.
No, to be honest, he has the 11 that he has now, right? And the players that have come in there, they have only played like what 2 or 3 games. This team that he has now with Enzo. Well, Enzo is 1 game, Modric is 1.5. What's his name? Felix not even played. Even though 4 games gone since he signed, he not even just for half a game in play. So,
Yeah.
if for me, Kems, if by the end of March things remain the same, and that would mean my prediction for tomorrow is wrong. If by the end of March things remain the same, then
End of
that's it.
March.
Yeah,
All right.
end of March.
So
End of March.
so let me
Because
just
at that point, listen, at that point, there is it's for me it's really hard to fire a manager between March and April.
crazy.
Unless you're down in the hole and you're not going to you're fighting for survival,
Boss,
right? But it
boss,
make no sense to
Chelsea.
fire. Listen, make no sense to fire a manager between March, end of March going into April.
Boss, we're
Yeah.
talking about Chelsea and Aston
Yeah,
Villa.
but yeah,
10th place is down in the hole for them. 10th place is
I
down
think
in
they're
the hole.
actually at 9th. I'm 10th.
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah,
ninth
but
is down, ninth is down in the hole. What I'm saying, Sherwin, listen, and I don't know if you watched the trend in the Premier League. Well, let me tell you a thing. Apart from only Manchester United when they were crazy, but when a team, like when a big team fire a coach, for example, like Chelsea now fire a coach in a March for them say, okay, we can make whatever. They might actually fire him early, so the new coach will come in can try to salvage at least a Europa position or whatever the case may be. If they wait until the end of the March, on the same farmer, about 15th or 16th, they might end up on this current trajectory. Around 15th or 16th, they might end up. Because again, you have to talk about, oh, you just get this person and that person. Like the Chelsea owners don't care about that. They want results. You asked me to spend, and I said the same thing about Steven Gerrard and Aston Villa. You asked me to spend this amount of money. You tell me that you want these players. Okay? No, all I'm asking for is results. Produce results. Nobody don't want to hear about all the players need time for gel. Nobody don't want to hear that. You don't need time for gel for beat them little team. You're supposed to have beat them little team easy. You wouldn't play with they and draw nil all. Which team them play weekend we just gone? What time?
Big side of man them play. Don't disrespect Fulham, brother. Fulham, they about 69 table. Don't disrespect Fulham.
Bad man. Fulham. You're supposed to have beat Fulham with your $250 million signing.
At home.
You're supposed to have beat Fulham. All right, then. Let's say you not beat Fulham. Your performance is supposed to be so dominating. What I say, woo. Can't wait for watch Chelsea next game. You know what I say? I'm going to sleep out Chelsea next game because the team's so boring. The team's so flat. The team don't have the energy, no spice. So again, what me can look on as a fan, or let us put it in the manager sense, what I can look on as an owner, when we can look at this manager and say, he is doing something. We don't see Potter do nothing yet.
All right. So me disagree with both. with both sound. I just try and make it quick. I will know level and move on from this. Bones just say if things are changed by March, like for me that is not even enough time. For me, Potter forget the whole season. Listen, the guy came in with a lot of two players who him have forget with. Him not have no summer window. Him have an injury list as long as the Premier League, about 20, and not just injuries, but injuries key players at the time, his wing backs and all of them something there. And the man not have no time for imprint where him do as a coach. Like give the man a whole summer for work with him team, give him a whole summer window for getting who he want. Cause when me are here right now from the Chelsea people, and not even him buy these players, you know? Like enough of them players who are coming are just the owner. Just bring them in.
How the Chelsea players know that? How do they know that?
How do they know what?
Yeah, but here we're going to do a demo. Some come if the man sign him, if the owner sign them players, you think some come, he might go sign more players. The man don't make it clear enough say summer. All the thing they're going after is a striker. That's your main focus. So you see all of them players we ever work with now are them same one go work with come.
Yes, that's what I said. That's why I'm deserve the time because him just have to go work with who.
I'm sure I agree with Kems. My issue is not really with the result itself, you know, but all right, yeah, draw. What the pattern of play? What the style of play? I not see none of that. None of that not evident, brother. This is another pattern of me see a Brighton.
Exactly. It's like Demo, and you're saying that listen, when a coach is presented a job, or just in life, when you are presented a job, you know the challenges that lie ahead, right?
Yeah.
So you know the players who were there, right? So apparently, one, him believe his tactics or anything could have them not sack him a 5-year contract. I want to the madman here. Anyway, but so you know the players that are there. So you telling me and two kill players, that is an excuse. You know the players that were there. If you feel like say you couldn't do a good job, you could have passed up the job. You were quite comfortable at Brighton. You know, like
why would I pass up an opportunity like that, Kims? Him not go pass it up. Why you making it seem like you just pass it up?
No.
The man uplift himself as a manager, in profile, and he might get more money.
So Demo, agree with me.
All right, 2 more minutes on this.
If he had turned down the Chelsea job, do you believe other big clubs would have come for him? Yes or no?
Of course.
Yeah, eventually.
Exactly. So I'm saying no, if you decide to take this Chelsea job, when you see the dump fire over there, same thing like Ralph Ragnick and all those other coaches, Van Gaal, David Moyes, all those other coaches that saw the dumpster fire at these other clubs and decided to take it up. I can't feel sorry for you when you not get the results. You knew what was there. Like injuries is a part of the game, Demo. So I can't say, the injuries are part of the game. What I'm
doing? Chelsea have about 1,500,000 players in us, so
yes, they can have 4 starting 11 with Chelsea side. Hey.
I mean, I guess we move on, but I still think him deserve a lot of time.
He deserve time. Just one example, Mikel Arteta, he was quite comfortable at Manchester City, left for a rubbish team like Arsenal.
Right. So what you're Sherwin? Since that's not along the line then, you Sherwin specifically.
Wanted Arteta out.
No. About a night when Clems used to come here and come for Ole to get more time. I used to say, Ole an idiot and blah blah blah.
Oh,
I man have all right to bounce back with no man now. I'm here.
Oh, so that's the reason. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Freeze.
Like he freeze.
Yeah.
Freeze with gun finger.
We'll move on to the next one. And just one scoreline for that one here. Fulham Nottingham Forest.
2-2.
Fulham 2. What? No, sir. Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest 0.
You know Nottingham Forest farm no, boss?
You know Fulham farm?
2-1 Fulham. Fulham can't lose a game.
Fulham not lose the game.
Big man William over there. Jesus Christ.
Hot like a fire. You actually like a fire.
Really not see it Nottingham Forest.
Kill Navas keep out that tomorrow, man.
Like them not understand what go on in Nottingham Forest.
Yo, don't worry yourself, Dima. We know why. The 1-0 they never nice.
Jesus, Craven Cottage. Yeah, them dead over there. I'm
Right,
going
Ben.
to five, not them enough pick up. But a
Oh
two
man,
man pick up.
Alright.
I
2-1.
took me see 2-0 to then tight defensively. So
Right now, I go with Demo still. I go with a Nottingham Forest draw. Draw, I go with
so
that
you
one.
not go
Well
with
done,
Demo.
well done.
Not really go with
But
Demo, but
2-2, me
Nottingham
say.
not leave none just empty-handed.
I
Next
agree.
game will be Leicester against Tottenham. Hurricane against his
Interesting one.
favorite team in the league. How is this going?
Hurricane will score a hat trick.
Yeah, 3-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
It seems like I got captain in a fantasy then, man.
He must score a hat
You
trick.
would be a madman if you do that. Mike, you
Yeah.
need to come to me for some tips, because I don't know why you the
Yeah.
captain Kane in a double
Me
game
need come
week
to you
for
for some tips.
Arsenal.
Bro, no,
Yeah.
boss. You are gone. Me not take tips on nobody where they below me. 30th in the table. Don't
All
wait.
right. All right.
Did that
All
happen?
right, sir.
Demo,
Okay.
you love set up yourself, so.
All right,
No, man.
boss.
Still, man. All of me have as captain, man. Can you have a double game week, so me have all as the
Yeah.
captain still.
Me have Haaland as captain too.
But scoreline for this one.
3-0, Mr.
Kim's
Mr.
against
3-0.
early.
Oh, Kim's alone now.
No man, Kem say 2-1.
I say 2-1 Spurs.
Oh, me say 3-1 Spurs.
Big up to the people in the comment section. I want to forget to know, man. I continue to put up some of the comments. I'm always saying 4-2 to Spurs. Terry saying 2-1. No, 4-1 to Spurs, and agent saying 2-1 to Leicester. 2-1 Leicester.
You know what? Me not even. You know, so me kind of agree with the 2-1 Leicester. Me not make the Spurs team has fooled me like just because they beat City. You know.
Hold on. No. If Spurs win the game here, how much points am I they behind the leaders?
The leaders?
If they beat Leicester tomorrow, yeah.
They might have 42 points.
But
So
the
they
leader
might
and
have
them play at the same time.
8 behind Arsenal. Listen, don't write off Spurs in the title charge.
No, they play at the same time.
Tottenham are going to play 3 games extra.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Arsenal not play no game this season. Look at Japan game we play.
All right. Let's move on to the next one, which will be Arsenal against Brentford.
I'm mute
Sure.
my mic.
No, you don't have to mute your mic. From the start of the season, I've said that I will not elaborate too much on the Arsenal team. Yeah, we lost last week. I think Arsenal missed an opportunity to really stretch the points gap. But such is life. You lose some, you win some. Mikel Arteta has never beaten Everton down at Everton. I don't know if Kemsy know that before making prediction. Probably never know. Just did I go off I hate when you're having a heart for Arsenal. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens. Last time we lost in the league, but everybody thought that the downfall began, but actually we opened up a 8-point gap after that loss. So hopefully this is our only loss for this second half of the season. It's a wake up reality that hey, if you're going to want to win this league, you have to turn up and I don't think we played that bad. It's just that Everton, got that new manager bounce. Nketiah was rubbish in that game, I must add. But if you want to be champions,
in the tracks right now. Iwan Kims, I remember the other day such man come here until we said it's only the 2 games against City and 1 game against somebody else in worry about this and
yeah, Mr. Me worry about that. Mr. Me worry about them. Me never say me I lose them. I say I'm worried. Me never expect Everton. No. Listen. If you listen. I will say this. Just like the Fulham Nottingham Forest game, and I've been saying this all season. If you want to stay up, you have to beat who comes up, who came up with you. Right? Now, if you want to win the title, you have to turn up every single week and play like you want to win the title. We didn't play last week like we wanted to win the title, right? But you can, if you want to win the title after losing a week, the week before. You have to turn up the other week and win that game,
Sure.
right? And Arsenal have an opportunity. Arsenal is what now? 10 plus games unbeaten at home this season, right?
So like you're going to statistics now, just like you said to Kems a while ago, say, with Everton the other day and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you know that since the restart of the Premier League, Brentford has won the most points?
They have won the most points. Arsenal has played less games.
Me never asked you that. The fact is the fact.
Okay,
They have won the most points.
I tell you how much. I tell you the games. So you must say the games too, right?
Sherwin,
tell you that.
Right now, you have some wishful thinking because.
What's wishful thinking? Where wishful thinking there?
Let me explain. Right, so there's no team that has won the Premier League will turn up every single week. Like it's impossible to do that. There's going to be some weeks where you just don't have it. It just happen like that. Right?
So come never say we are going to turn up every week, brother.
You just said you have to know that in order to be a championship team, you have to turn up every week. And I'm saying there's going to be laps because again, these players are human beings. They get tired.
So Kems, why you omit the comma and put a full stop? Because after that, I clearly said that if you lose this week, you need to come back the other week and win. You never hear that part there? You never see comma?
Well, I was addressing the first part and I was about to address the second part.
Oh, it was a comma, bro.
Yeah,
don't put a full stop there.
Well, I can address two different things, whether comma, full stop, or exclamation mark. I can address two things differently.
No, you were going to stop right there.
Okay, Kemar. So that's one, right? And let me tell you about this game really quickly. I remember when Brentford just come up in the league and my man Ivan Toney posted and said just a kick out with the boys. And listen, just remember, Ivan Toney haven't scored in the last couple of Premier League games. Mr. Brentford will win 3 over there, and not even the only thing Ivan Toney give me is a yellow card to backside. Nothing else but a yellow card. So listen, this is a game that I know he will be ready for because I remember I think when Arsenal beat them the last time, I think Gabriel was the one who posted something up, posted the same thing obviously. And so there is some blood between them. And as Levon rightly pointed out, and they can say, oh, Arsenal not play this game, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? We're talking about who have the most points since the restart, and we know who that is, right? And again, you have to be careful of these little bogey teams, because I'll tell you, and you don't know this because we don't watch football a long time. When you want to win a championship, you don't have to worry about the Manchester City and the United and the Chelseas and them. You will show up for those big teams. Because you say you have to show up to play them team there. And the little team them. And you know what? I'm going with a draw for this game. I'm going with an exciting draw for this game. I'm going with a 3-3. I'm going with a 3-3 draw for this game. Ivan Toney going to be out and stunting. Brentford, great harmony, great chemistry with the team. The team is playing football again. One thing I love about a team, they know what they are and they know what they are not. So they're not going to try and do what they're not. They play to their identity. They play to their strengths. That doesn't mean that they're going to win every week. Because, you're not going to win every week. But again, they know what they are and they know what they are not. And I think it's going to be an exciting 3-3 draw.
Yeah. Before I was rudely interrupted by Kems, right? Me never don't talk. And you jump in. Zane, because you want to get your 2-piece in if you say Arsenal or job points again. That not happen, brother. First of all, Brentford got their chance to get revenge on Arsenal. And when they get the chance of 4, they get done at their yard first round. Yeah? You come at Emirates. This time round. Zane, Arsenal lose last week. Don't be surprised if I know a heavy scoreline drop on them this week. Yeah? We out for revenge. You understand? And the revenge is not about Brentford. The revenge is about what happened last week. You understand what I say? So right now we miss an opportunity if possibly could have got 11 points clear or could have the 8 points clear. No, we're not gonna miss. Yeah?
Somebody clip this.
So right now, yeah man, you can't do anything you want. So right now we not miss that the opportunity there this week. This notion around everything just stop it right there. So, but truth and in fact, I think Arsenal can't keep a clean sheet at home, which is kind of worrying. But we've been getting the results that we want at home. And to be honest, I think we'll bounce back. If it's not 4-1, then it's 3-1 victory for Arsenal tomorrow. It's going to be a bounce back weekend for us.
All right, so we can finally go now. Like, but just always amazed when Bones come on here. And then I ask a simple question. Bones, Arsenal are going to win the league? Him can't answer. I didn't say we're going to win the league. We're going to finish top 3, da. But him are going to win this, and him only are going to lose this amount of games, but him not saying Arsenal are going to win. It's
No,
just
Arsenal
always
have finished
amazing to me.
third. But me not tell you
Yes,
that already.
boss, you know, just talk for 55 minutes. Just give me a chance, huh? Give me a chance. Right? So it's just amazing to me how him come up with these things, right? Having said all of that, I actually think Arsenal are going to win the league. I think that they went out and got the squad depth that they needed to, I mean, at least win this game. I know Jorginho came on and he wasn't that far fault for the goal or anything that they conceded to Everton, but they have the depth there, and Trossard I think also will help them in this game as well. I know it probably take off some minutes off of Martinelli and stuff, but he can play alongside all three of that. But they're playing really well. They obviously were horrible. I know you just point out Eddie and Ketty against Everton, but the whole team were horrible against Everton. Everton completely outplayed them, especially in midfield where Onana ran the show. But I think Arsenal are going to win this game at home. I think the last time I saw them at home, they played against Newcastle, and they that was what, nil all. I think it was nil all. So it's not like they've been winning everything at home, but I think that they'll beat Brentford.
Man, we didn't play last time. I didn't
Last game, Manchester United at
I
home.
mean beat
No,
last time, man.
no, but me I said last time me see them. I don't remember the Man U game. But the last
Oh.
time me did watch it was against Newcastle, and it was nil all. But yeah, I think they're going to win comfortably. I'm going 3-1, and Odegaard to pull the strings in that.
Yeah.
Next game on the agenda, just scoreline for this one. Southampton, Wolves, Southampton in the mud. Nathan Jones can't save them. Wolves seems like they might pick up the pieces, and Lopetegui seems to play some good football. Good training last weekend out. I don't need to mention the team that they beat, because everybody knows who they beat up. Scoreline for this one, I'll start with you, Demo.
Wolves 2, Southampton 2.
Kems.
2-1 Wolves.
Sherwin.
Hard to say, pains my heart, but agree with Kems.
And people don't get carried away with this Wolves team. Liverpool are just garbage right now. That's why them looks as if.
Yeah, Southampton worse though. Southampton worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flo, if you give me money, you know. Ramp with Flo, man, just pay a man bill and then still a shade run man internet. Ramp with me a Flo. But the next game that is gonna be on the agenda will be Crystal Palace against Brighton. Brighton and that man Mitoma in such exceptional form, and Mitoma is such class, man. And Asime gave Dima boy a shout out. He said that he's the best defender he has come up against in the league this season, which was rather surprising.
Who that?
Trent.
Minks or Trent?
Boss, listen, and mind you, Mitoma has a diploma in dribbling. So if him can come out and say that, me stop arguing with people about Trent and this defender.
Yeah, man, man never knows he saw Trent strong, because he beat him one time, and then after that, man give him a hell of a time.
Trent man. Just lazy, brother.
Trent a baller, man.
But I will see this one going. Palace desperate. Last weekend, man, they railed me up and make Casemiro get red card and thing. But so it go. Even though you should have seen one as well. But the last 2-1 in the end. I will see this one going.
Me not think Crystal Palace a player like how me expect them with that play what it 2.5 seasons now under Patrick. Some things can't change in that 2023, don't.
How did you expect them to play? No,
I thought that. No, me think honestly right now they would have played better, but they gave Manchester United a fight, which I expect. I always expect a Patrick Vieira led team to give Manchester United.
Sure, so I'm gonna teach you something. Zine, So when you talk, like we want explanation. We don't want to hear. I expect them to play better and move on. What is better? Define better.
So wait, no. Wait.
But
That's what I'm saying. Hard to agree with you. You know.
So you're going to
Wait.
something else and then come back.
Wait, and a full stop, brother. I still comma. The sentence not even done. Me not even put in a comma and a hit.
That sentence is long though, brother.
Yes, man. Anyways.
Alright, sure. Hold on. So what the man I say, man, I want to jumble up the points. The man want you address a point as a make it. So address the point.
All right. Since all right. Listen. So me, I expected Crystal Palace to have been playing better football under Patrick Vieira, getting better with more results. The quality of football that I think they are playing right now is not up to where I expected them to be right now. Right? I don't think they're effective enough in front of goal. I don't think they are really gelling properly together as a team, if you ask me. But the point that I was trying to make, they will come up against Manchester United, they will come up against Tottenham, and they will do extraordinary well. It's not to fool anybody. It's just that little extra motivation that they get from knowing Patrick Vieira hated these two teams.
Right? Sure, let me stop you. All right, in the game against United, right?
Yeah.
That Crystal Palace wasn't in that game until the last 5 minutes of the first half.
Yes.
Move past
yes.
That second half start. Seeing, you know, that United dominate that second half until we get
a red card. Yes. So Manchester United dominated, right? Right through. And I think you played them once already, right?
Yeah, we draw one out with Olise free kick.
Yeah. So that how me I say is even though you dominated the game 11, which is totally true, the game is still close. You get what me I say? It was still a fairly close encounter.
Right. So the point that I try to make, what Ken's that try to pick your brain with, simple as this, brother. Patrick Vieira signed players that play exactly like him, and the team play exactly like Patrick Vieira. Too much combative midfielder, brother. No creativity in that middle. If you look at all the midfielders that them have, they are the exact same sort of players. So they have no sort of creativity. And if Eze, Olise, or Zaha don't do something magical, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the line between the strikers and the midfield just dead. It's just dead. Nothing whatsoever. That's what we are talking about.
Well, sure, you should thank Levon for not make you look silly on the internet, because you were looking extremely silly. Like
me not think me that look silly. Me think me bring a valid point to the table. Something where you take jump on.
That's struggle with explanation.
No, I not struggle. I not struggle. It's not about struggle. The point what me I try to make is they now play good did football when me expect them to play 2.5 seasons into Patrick Vieira's career at Crystal Palace or whatever. They now play the football we expect.
So let me ask
Kims, no bother drag it out. Unless you say man now get it, my youth.
One more. May I ask you one more question? So Crystal Palace, 21 games, 6 wins, 6 draws, 9 losses, right? 24 points, 12th place. 19 goals, 29 conceded. No, between the players that Crystal Palace have and the position that they are in the league, you expect them to be higher than 12.
Brother, stop talking about position, brother. That's how you say 6 wins, 6 draws, 9 defeats. Based on how they were going, I think they were doing better last season, actually. Last season, I think they were doing better at this point of the league. That's something me I talk about.
Sure. You asked a specific question. Answer the question.
Yes.
Do you expect that they would have been higher? Remember, say you have more expectations of them. Do you expect that they would have been higher at this point in time?
Yeah, me expect them would have been higher up in the league. They were one of the teams. Yes. At the start of the season, I expected Crystal Palace would have been one of those teams probably challenging for that top 7 spot.
Kems, who they 11th over them? Because I know Liverpool and thing there, so more know Bones expect.
Villa the 11th.
Okay, so maybe maybe expect them to do better than Villa this season. Because if you expect them to do better than Liverpool and Chelsea,
not only Villa. Me expect them would do better than Brighton. Me expect them would do better than Fulham. Me expect them would do better than Brentford.
Sure. If you're going to go on that tangent now, remember, say West Ham underperformed this season. You know? Leicester underperformed, so they expect the Crystal Palace to that above those two.
That's exactly the point.
But Leicester underperformed last season too.
No. But hold on, the point is with the teams underperforming right now, as in this season, and they're 12. Where else you expect them to be now? Probably can just call Villa name.
All right, so there you go now, proving the point where me I try to make. The teams are underperforming, right? And with the teams underperforming, you still a struggle. You're underperformed too. With the teams who are underperformed. So you have all right. Listen, all right. Minus Brighton. Zine, minus Brighton. Who we know said that play good football long time. And just at one season, never did get the result. Brentford, Fulham, who else? Who else up there?
Hold on. Sure. Watch it now. You said you expect them to challenge with top 7, boss.
Yeah.
Let's gear the top 7 them right now. So Arsenal, City, United, Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Liverpool. You expect that Crystal Palace would challenge one out of those 7 teams this season?
For 7th spot, yes.
Yo, man, I joke things, brother.
Which joke things?
Which team?
Any one of them, that are the expectation I had of them. Just like O'Brien up in a top
scoreline.
And who, me? Just like O'Brien up in a top 6 and Fulham up in a top 7 and all of that. Yeah, me expect them would have up there too. That's the point when me I try to make. You understand? When me I try to say, if Fulham is up there, if Brentford is up there, I expected Crystal Palace to have been up there too. That's the expectation I had.
So we say, with players like Mateta and Shop, and them man them challenge Liverpool.
It doesn't matter who.
Right,
the expectation that I had after 2.5 years at Crystal Palace, after 2.5 years, I expected them to have been higher up in the table.
Let's come to the conclusion. The conclusion is that you expected way more from Patrick Vieira, but they're not doing it. So simply suggest that Patrick Vieira is not good enough.
Me not gonna say that.
That you're saying that.
Me not gonna say that.
Bro, that's what you just said.
If you want to draw that, me not say. If you want to draw that, me not say no. But me not gonna say that.
Dima just went as far as start name what somebody bug them over Palace, you know. They say no matter who the players are. So it simply means if you are not good enough.
Yeah, but yes, and at the end of the day is my expectation.
We have spent over 5 hours on this, so let's move on.
We're not getting a scoreline, you know?
Brighton 2-0.
Kevs.
I'm still Brighton 2-0.
No, if they talk about Kev, if they talk about boards, it might give team.
Brighton 2-1, brother.
All right,
yeah, that's my scoreline. 2-1 Brighton. Oh, him freeze up.
Who freeze up?
Live on.
Me don't know the next game. Check the next game, Kems.
Him so come back, him just freeze.
I swear I'm going to disrespect.
You're good now, man.
You're alright now.
Bournemouth versus who?
Bournemouth Newcastle. Just call it and we'll go off of
Newcastle 2-0.
Newcastle 3-0.
1-1.
Jesus Christ.
What? You know.
Yeah, please don't. Bro.
1-1. When you say Everton did have, what you say, Levan?
Yes, but is not a bad pick. Can I think when I look with
What's
Newcastle,
not a bad pick?
Yeah, let me tell you why. I look at Newcastle, right? And even though I West Ham them played the other day, Newcastle without Bruno Guimaraes don't look like Newcastle. They just look off color. Like they
look like Newcastle against Bournemouth.
Yeah, but the thing is that Bournemouth desperate. Like literally desperate. And so they get a draw the other day against who them play again. I don't even remember how them play and they get a draw against them. So I look at the fact say everything matters right now. They're at home. But at
Levan,
the end of the day, me not gonna be like sure win. Newcastle win.
Levan, listen to me. Everyone in your family at Jamaica, tell them to give their money out of them account, every single dollar, and go put it all on Newcastle. There's no chance Bournemouth can get a point from
Cha cha
no chance.
cha
And
cha.
me I tell you, go bet your house, land and car, 1-1. Newcastle Bournemouth.
Aye.
After that soliloquy you just gave, nobody's believing you. Absolutely nobody.
Me know. The results will come for
Actually,
itself over the weekend.
actually, they didn't actually draw. Just remember say Burnley did play with me Thomas scoring at the last minute. So yeah, Bournemouth did lose. And again, they're gonna pick up an XL.
Yep.
Then all those.
But let's keep it moving. Next game will be on Sunday at 9 a.m. and it will be Leeds against United again. United with that 12 draw midweek and boy, worst play was with Varane play. Varane looked like an absolute peg in that game and that looked rusty as a nail. But happy about one thing. You see, if it was last season or the season before, it's a guaranteed 4-0 that United will pick up. Me not
Yep.
ask, but glad for the fight of them showing the game there. Sancho back on the score sheet. Lovely. Rashford just keep on scoring, man. I think it's what 6 games in the Premier League consecutively has scored at Old Trafford. So good going. Even though we should have win the game, they still because Garnacho get 2 chances and should have bury, but unlike most people were crucify him, that go kill him. That's one of those things. But we have a chance
You
now
just
to
stop
turn this
comparing
around.
him to Bendo.
Come on, bro. Garnacho is way better than Bendok. But
You sign new contract this week, no sir?
no, in a sign yet.
In the sign it.
But look at this one. Leeds did well last time out. But I think Ten Hag probably have something up his sleeve, and I think they're going to get better of them. Kems, what say you?
Mm,
They can talk about them, you know.
no, man. I'm sure Sherwin want give a
No, man, on a
I
field side,
don't
man, I
want to
hear
say
say talk
nothing.
about
I
them.
don't want to say nothing more than give me score line at the end.
All right, yeah, all right. Give a score line, but we talk
No,
last. Give a score line.
no man, you talk man. Let me hear what you say. You have to convince me say United can't win.
No need for convince you. Listen, as I said before, that was a midweek game. That was a midweek game after they had played before. Those kind of games are often
Hate it.
challenging. And as you say, Varane didn't do United any favors by the way he played. And I think Leeds score in the first minute. I think in the first minute of the game,
Yeah.
those things kind of put the team on the back foot and now we have to like chase the game.
And within the
Right?
first 3 of the second half.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it wasn't one of the more polished games from United. It wasn't like the dominant performance that Levon alluded to earlier against Crystal Palace. But again, when you're playing a 38 game season, these are the little games that we're creeping. Obviously, I don't think Manchester United is at championship caliber level as yet. They're getting there, but that there as it, right? A championship team would have find a way to win the game, right? A team that's on the cusp of winning the championship or on the cusp of being contenders draw the game, and I think that's what United do, right? So again, no, Ten Hag, as a serious coach, go back, do him homework, get the players ready for this game. I think we can get a better result this game. I think the players will be more sharp. I was happy for Sancho. We know what he been through. Was sent to Netherlands. Get your mind right, get in shape. Those things. As a youngster who has been told all his life he's great, he's great, he's great. For your coach, mash up your ego and say, "You're not ready yet, brother. You need some more training. Your mind needs to be strong." It take a real kind of maturity for now you still come out and we saw it in his celebration how happy he was, so again, looking at this game, I think United will win this game. I wouldn't say it was a new manager bounce for Leeds, to be honest, because of the same Leeds we see. I just thought that United lost that, or I would have called it a loss. Someone, I think United dash the points more than Leeds get the points. If you get what I'm saying. So this game now, I think United will be back to United, and I think it will be a 3-0 United win. Lima, I think Mount Massey want to talk last.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me just say one thing about Leeds Man U. It's just always such an entertaining game. You can just put it at on it, the game a go nice. When I know McTominay has walked through midfield and curl ball in a top corner, a score in the first minute. It's just always so exciting. But I expect Manchester United to win. I know Ellen Road is going to be very loud and boisterous, and the fans are going to be in it, and them have where US boy name
McKinney.
McKinney, yeah, and them link up with
Adam.
Aronson and Adams and all of these guys. But they still have Bamford up front. The man look like a giraffe a play football. I don't know how the man. Anyway, I'm going to go Manchester United 3, Leeds 1.
Such man.
Huh? Hal no Leeds can find a manager. They might call back Jesse Marsh. It's how no. I think the director under pressure.
Three manager reject them so far.
Yeah, I think he under pressure because 3 manager reject them so far. Like, what's going on there? Anyway, yeah. I'll call back Jesse Marsh. Call him back. But yeah, I disagree. I think it will be a very, very, very close game. I can't see Leeds going up 2-0 at Old Trafford and then come back there 2 days, 3 days later and lose 3-0 or 3-1 or whatever the score is. I don't think it will be that far fetched. I think Leeds will put up a fight. They will definitely put up a fight. And I'm actually going for a 2-1 Leeds victory in this one, to be honest.
Lovely prediction. I like it.
Level, I'm gonna show you our vibes, right? So, remember, I'm not talking about Motamasi prediction because I'm madman that, right? But remember when Bielsa, I'm just gonna show you how owners pre and no, but I'm just gonna highlight it for those who are watching. Remember when Bielsa was quote unquote noted as stubborn and he going to continue to play for him way and all of that. Jesse Marsh came in and he was the savior. He was the coach. Yeah, I remember the first game, Jesse Marsh coach, and I think Leeds must get a draw from the game. Jesse Marsh of the players, they might clap the crowd. Thanks for coming. They were in the middle of the field. Everybody hug up and attack, and we saw the unity and so. And then just a couple months later, here you go, Jesse Marsh out the door, right? So you move from a hero to now a quote-unquote villain. And the things that they were saying about him, not good enough for this team, or transfer window come, he's not doing anything, or no players want to play for this guy. But this was the same coach where the players were killing in order to stay up in the Premier League up to the last day. So again, just to go back to the coaching argument where Motamasi say, Umbreman need time. And if a team like Leeds can be so cutthroat when they are not an elite team, just imagine how an elite team will be cutthroat, when getting rid of Potter.
But the thing is that though, I think they were probably unfair in the sacking in the sense that just go out and sign all the players that the man wants, right? It's like as they sign all the players that the man wanted in the January window, immediately afterwards they sack him.
No, because so there was a game before where Leeds did play, and I believe they drew. I believe they drew that game before.
I think they lose it.
No man, they drew before they lost. And then after them lose the game there.
Yeah, Brentford game that they play, man, and they draw against Brentford at home, and then they get booed.
Yep. And it's like the owner say, all right, so listen, I'm now go back to the Chelsea game, but I believe when Potter lose, just look out for that press conference. The new coach in Chelsea, Vasquez.
Hey, just relax off a Potter, no youth. Relax off a Potter, man, and go if I some man. Already, man, everything a Potter. If I know Minks, a Potter. If I know Potter, who next? Eh? If I know Potter, a Rice. No, sir. No Potter alone, man.
All right. Next game on Sunday. Well, the final game on Sunday will be City against Villa. City lost last time out. Need to win. Villa, as I always said, under Emery, every game that Emery has played in the Premier League, a goal is in that game. So we know for sure that game not ending 0-0.
Yeah.
All I will see in this one because City need to win.
6-0 City.
3-1 City.
I'll go 4-0 City. I'll make sure I put Kevin De Bruyne on my team, you know. That's the man angry right now. I have to run.
Yeah. And you know why me say 6-0? So how you not ask me why me say 6 games?
No?
Oh, you not ask me why I say 6. You see, when me agree, when you agree with that score line, when me predict, you not have no backup. If you say, oh, sure win. But when me not agree with yours, pick them, you have this comeback. Oh, you have this question here. It's like a write out question for me every Friday night. Oh, yes, me go actually win this because I go say the game, I go this away, whatever the case is.
Sure win, or it could have just been, I've had enough of the filth. So I don't want
No. It's not that. Because it's not that. Because if I had said Aston Villa 1-0, a problem in our next hour, I have follow-up questions. So why you don't have a follow-up question for this one? 6-0 City.
The 6-0 that kind of look nice still now because you watched Aston Villa last weekend against Leicester, and boy.
A true man, then the horrible.
The same thing this week against City. 6 them a pick up.
Yeah, man, they must trainer last week.
The reason why I choose 4-0,
yeah,
because I remember the last time when, Haaland had a terrible game. The next game, my triple captain the man, and the man give me around 50 points.
But I not only if you check the history with City too, right? They lose this week, then come back, then trash a team, right? But also with the pressure of everything what happened this week. Zine, me think them are up for a big fight. Me think them they have blood in their eye this weekend. And as Levan
is it
said,
at Villa Park?
No, at City.
There.
Yeah, so as Levan said, Villa did. How were the game they done? No, 4-2. Leicester give them. So, me might have to up my score to 8.
Listen, the last time Aston Villa went there, remember Coutinho put on a masterclass and then,
bro, that wasn't a title charge from things
but Coutinho give me such high hopes. I want cricket match me gonna follow the score the day. Anyway, let's go.
I think they asked Emery about him since day 2, and Emery say, he has been doing good in training. You just need to get him back up to standard so he can start playing some good football again.
That means saying I get no game tomorrow.
That's right. But final game of this match weekend will take place on Monday, and it's the Merseyside derby. And I see a particular player is back in training. That's Jota. Jota is back. I see this one going.
I really Jota near the man, Carl. Brother, look for my hashtag right here. So. Bobby system killer. The real man is back in training as well as Jota. But I'm not going to spend any time talking about the Sherwin talk about the whole of the time. Everton 2, Liverpool 1.
Man, we have time. I just 7:30. You have half an hour. Come, you have half an hour talk. We want to hear you.
Everton 2, Liverpool 1. I think that we've always struggled against Burnley under Sean Dyche. I don't expect any improvements to come against this Sean Dyche team, especially after what they did to Arsenal. I think they'll be solid at the back. We cannot break down teams anymore. As soon as players start to come back, somebody else get injured. Thiago now out with that hip injury, and midfield already a struggle. So it's going to be 2-1 Everton. I mean, I have nothing else to say. Darwin to miss another 3 clear chances.
When I Champions League game.
But honestly, I stop follow dates and fixtures for Liverpool, boss. So you have to tell me.
Master, this depressing.
When the day come, I know so we have a game.
Hey, Kim, it's depressing for real, you know. Levan, it's depressing for real. Me have 2 Liverpool fans over here in my football team. Zine, you know, a man them say right now, go Eagles, go.
None of the NFL, eh?
You look like about 4th L in a row Liverpool are going to pick up in a Premier League though.
I'll definitely have a... Yeah, go.
They lose 2-1 to Brighton, Zine.
Right.
No, like Brighton was in the cup. So remove Brighton. So they lose 3-0
No, we
to
can go back to we get thing they treat them beat we in the league, no sir.
yeah, then they beat on about not about league itself, they draw with Chelsea and then they lose 3-0 to Wolves. They don't have Everton for play Monday. They don't have Newcastle weekend.
Boss, listen to me again. It's really sad when a United fan have to come here and be
No, we're not allow this. We're not allow this games. Make one start. This is the same exact way the man start last week. And a 3 love we no one no. Brother, remember that statement. They're so clear in my head. A same exact way the man start against Wolves. The same exact way, bro. I remember, make one starting because you don't believe what you say, and you just say this for the reverse psychology of the thing, boss.
Who's take control of your show now? What kind of talk do you want to talk about a third, brother? What is? Listen again. I'll say, it's really, really, really unfathomable that a United fan have to come here and defend Liverpool. Listen, and I've always said this, right? In regardless of the sport, right? When you come from such an emotional win, when such a high intensity win, such a play out the whole of your heart win, it's really hard to duplicate a performance like that. So again, I don't think Everton can come and bam beat Arsenal and then come again and bam beat Liverpool.
But watch it though. May I go back for your exact statement to make earlier. Remember that when it comes on to a derby,
yes, farm go out the window.
Before go through the window.
Yeah, cool. Derby, you can tell me about derby this, that. No. So when I say derby, when I talk about derby, I talk about quote unquote farm. But when you talk about a team that is playing higher than the quote unquote capacity that they should be playing. So I think last week Everton, I never see Everton defend like that in no time under Lampard. And again, even though they missed some easy chances, I think Arsenal should have probably get 4. If we are be honest, Arsenal should have probably get 4. What you skin up your face from Motamasi?
No, Augusta.
All right.
Moving on.
When they get the chance to talk, then you can talk, right? But Arsenal should have probably get 4. So again, to duplicate a performance like that, 1. So I'm looking on the Everton side, right? I don't think emotionally, they can get up to deliver such another strong performance against the Liverpool side. That's me, right? That's a me attack. Now on the other end, Liverpool just get a fat piece of 3 love, and it could have probably been 5 or 6 love, to be honest, because they were just totally outplayed, totally outclassed, right? Listen, I think pride is not a factor, right? I think pride is just not a factor. Like, okay, the season is not going where it's supposed to go, but the buck have to stop somewhere, right? It just have to stop somewhere, and I think it stops this week. All right, Dimo don't like when I say it, but I think it stopped this week. I don't think it's going to be no 3-0 or no 5-0 or nothing, but I think it's going to be a 1-0 Liverpool win.
All right.
Boss, you know how much time every game Liverpool will come up with. Oh, the buck have to stop somewhere. The buck must stop here. The buck every single time, bro. Every single time. But the thing I get really annoying now, Mike, is just like the thing you can't just come every day. No, but you're not giving me no reason. You just talk about Everton and you think them now go come back and play that way. Tell me about Liverpool. What is convincing you about Liverpool? And don't tell me about no confidence. Because obviously the team now have no confidence.
I never say confidence, but I'm talking
about pride, I mean. Pride.
Yes, absolutely.
So them never have pride against Wolves. What about the game before that? And the game before that?
Who they played before Wolves?
Boss, we have won 1 out of the last 4.
Chelsea.
That's okay, but who you played before Wolves?
Chelsea,
and it was a draw.
It was a draw.
Yeah.
All right. Which one do you think worse? You're coming out.
We have gotten 1 point out of the last 5 games.
Nemo, I understand that, but it wasn't like you weren't embarrassed against Chelsea. You were embarrassed against Wolves. You were embarrassed. Like it's
but who was the game before Chelsea?
Well, we can go back. But we just talk about this right now. I am saying your team was embarrassed. Your team was shell shocked because even Klopp was lost for words. In his post game, he was lost for words. Never know what to say.
Why would he know what to say?
Well, we have to ask you. I don't know what I'm saying. But Demo, what may I say this?
No, I still don't know. Yo, I can agree with Demo, you know. You see, if me the day in a state with them there, you know, I can't find a confidence in a brother.
Brother, Levon, and I know you probably do a wrap up, but I'm telling you, this game, the West Ham game, and the Fulham game, listen, people, if we're the last one to have bet pan, there is no way Liverpool losing this game. No way Liverpool losing this game. Liverpool will win this game. I'm telling you, they are winning this game. Have some confidence in your team, brother.
Such man cut as anything about the chances them Everton get like you think a joke. Everton could have beat Arsenal 3-4. We can point out them. You see the chance of Calvert-Lewin get that for Berry. You see what the Ducour get, the clear cut header with Ducour get that for Berry, but
couldn't really point that out, boss. That did obvious. Yeah, follow Bones. It's only an Arsenal fan who that say that never true.
Well, true. But go to the favorite part of the show.
Wait, what's your prediction, Levon? What's your prediction?
Oh, for this game? Right now, boy. Draw.
Okay.
Draw?
Not even.
Yeah.
Brother, you see Onana against this midfielder, brother?
That's why I went there.
Men against boys.
And guess what as well, Demo? Calvert-Lewin missed out against Arsenal. Joe Gomez man against them, you know?
I think he's a doubt because I was seeing that he might be a doubt for the game.
So Phillips might get a game.
Who?
Oh,
not Joe Gomez, you know.
Oh, Calvert-Lewin. Oh,
yeah.
Watch it. Liverpool. Oh, these odd makers have sense. Liverpool versus Everton. Liverpool is the favorites.
They must have a big favorite, man. Big favorite.
$30.
By name. That's why they're favorites by name.
But let's get there now, man.
I'm telling you to take some advice, you know. Guys, as we go through, you see the man a fall. Like them tire millstone on him, they can throw him in the sea. Number 6.
Watch it. 100 points. So them get 100 points from brother.
Now look on our side and see what she got.
Oh, it's a female?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shanila. Oh.
She used her triple captain. Yeah, man, triple captain. She have her triple captain. That's why she get on.
She's not dead, man. So she's not dead, man.
Boss, it is 6.
Hey, let's tone on the laughter a little bit, boss. Never waiting.
No, but which part you think me dey?
I'm telling you this.
Yo, no lie, don't. Yo, she go on. Me now like still she go on good now because yo, check the levels. You know, so she lead by 100 points games.
I see.
And kids, remember say that leader, you know?
Yeah,
exactly.
But we never leader by enough. I like 10, 15. What a simple thing to make up. I mean,
Kems, you don't use your triple captain long time.
Long time.
You see,
you
can't catch her back.
Give me 50.
You can't catch her back.
And she use it and she gets 60, so she get more.
Hey.
So Shanila, big up herself as always, man. Adlam, no say I'll just watch the replay of the show then because they're busy. So Adlam with in a 5th. Such man sliding down the table in 6th.
Tell you. Look, we go on him team now. Once you're on the stream, you have to go on him team, brother. Look, you see what's happening there. Look for William. William
is on the team, you.
Oh, him now, William. Rashford, him Captain Haaland, him have Saka, Odegaard.
Don't worry, it's a new team. We're not going to see coming out. New
team. Boss, take Tony out of your team, brother.
No, I'm going to take Salah out of my team and put in Kevin De Bruyne. I'm mad.
You're very late. You have Bruno?
No, sir. I have too much United players already. I don't have 3.
Oh. All right, Levon, go down now.
This is Tyrese right here in 7th. Go on good.
70 points. How the box side I go? Levon moving up to 30.
What at 61?
Yeah.
So him same never change inside. Or him get so much points.
Never change it.
You see what me talk about, brother? You see what me and the man get 61 points without changing him team.
See them, I never change it. Look there, my captain get 4.
Oh, him have me too, man. I just can't get my 2, man. I don't trust it. Winner your goal, Edison. Alright.
Yeah,
good.
But they don't want to take him up, but I just love him alone there, man.
Alright, scroll down to it. to where the big jumper go take place, you know. Telling it, and now is the time for sprinting, a boss. See
From
that? I
Friday
just
18th.
peer green arrow to my thing, you know.
Come
Where
on, man.
bones there?
Kish, what kind of sliding this year, do Kish? Come
Tell
on,
you,
man.
you know, boss. You remember what Kish did there?
No, man.
100 meter that
You don't know what
shoot out
gets a
like
reach.
Shelly and Fraser.
I think Kish missed about 3 to 4 weeks not picking it.
All them there.
Oh,
All them
oh,
there.
a bones
Dale,
that? Oh no, that a deal.
Dale Francis here in 29th.
All them
Bones
things.
right here.
21, 31.
Bones they were 31. I go
Yeah.
on his side, go on him side. Pierre Arsenal, man. Oh, he must have Mudrich. Yeah, him have Mudrich and get a 1 point over Mudrich.
Yeah, one thing I drop, so I may have a hold.
We man have Havertz in our team. I will teach Bones. Him need to come to my school to me help him out. Because I soon fly past him. Why you have Havertz? Who picks Havertz in a FPL?
Oh, good.
Alright, go down to
Nobody
it,
does.
you know. You see that? Levada look for Stroll in the 40s, you know, but look who is that right there?
83.
Yes, you see that? And I don't have any
83
triple
minus how much?
captain. No, hold on, the boss. I don't have a triple captain.
You must have 12 points minus from this year.
No, but relax, no, I'm just a show. Oh, elite. You can take some advice from me, no, boss. Yeah, but regardless, I'm still whop up the two on.
Oh,
Like, all may I say,
that's why.
Zine, wanna just take some advice, bro. May I tell you see this game week, triple Arsenal people, triple City people.
Triple Tony.
Them up.
Yeah, I know
Tony
some
is
already- you know some
one
already
yellow
people already
card
go.
away. Tony is one yellow card away from missing the game, boss. So may I tell
already
you,
picked my
take
team
Tony
already,
out of your team. Alright? When you know what listen, you know what Mega do? Mega start make some short videos and send for you upload it for FPL. Cause you see how may fly come up?
No matter what, no matter what on the team, man. Because people are going to look and say, what are you today in the league? What's you today in the league?
But may I give good advice, bro.
Boss,
That may I tell you no.
Boss, I think the Houston Rockets can get the NBA team them or for win a championship. No, brother. Them no good.
Yeah, but
no good. Make sure
it's not
advice.
It's not necessarily for win, it's to get points. I can tell them how to get that.
Brother.
I just beat you. I just beat you. The man say I not get no points, I'ma just beat him. Who name sensational?
Shady night, man, I think.
What, them have a next page? Oh, God.
You never know, so all people join the thing.
Oh, this O'Brien Johnson. Batman, run away, Mr. Johnson.
You can't start prepare for next season.
Oh, yeah, serious. So, should the 32nd, should get 60 points and should never make the change.
Oh, yeah, so I'm fly past somebody. Yes, man. By the end of this, I may tell you, guys, listen, there's a double game week for Arsenal twice. This game week and game week 25, them have a next double game week. You no need for triple up on them, so you don't have to take no hits when you not take out people and sacrifice no points. Get in Saka, get in Odegaard, get in Gabriel, or you can get Saliba if you want.
Well, right now, I have Saka on my side. I don't want him. We'll go and work with Odegaard.
You don't have Saka? Saka the penalty taker for Arsenal, boss. You have to have Saka. I don't understand, but I'm not good no more advice. Still. I'm not move. We're not doing nothing.
Oh, yourself. We are good because guess what? You're in what? 39th? I'm in 13th. Kim's is in 6th.
We have 18 more game weeks to go. Make sure you said this.
No, this can't be me. No.
Okay, we'll see.
No.
You notice the Mia rise while you are drop? You remember? You see that?
No, you can't beat me in this.
I'm not gonna beat you. You're the too far that man, so I'm not gonna beat you. I'm gonna finish both. A top 10 of my game this season because you know, say first me actually take FPL so serious.
Right.
I'll definitely be in the top 10 and I won't be 1 to 9. I won't be 2 to 9.
I want my Mr. take FPL serious and them not even say me top 30. But hey.
Alright, let's go.
But
Oh boy.
any other sporting topic? Ken's realize a whole heap of tracks are going. You know. Tracks look like it's sweet right now, you know, boy.
Yeah, man, trucks are gone.
Mr. Lyles and Bramella go at it.
So Bramel set the world lead 6.42 in the 60 meter. Tina Clinton picking up where she left off, beating Natasha Morrison and some other slow pokes in the 60 meter, running 7 point little bit, looking good, looking sharp. Watch out for that girl in 2 years.
This I made that, you know, because me not look for her this year, you know. You see, like probably next year and the year after.
Compare in 2 years when I'm ready for use them as cash cow and dash a Sherika Jackson. You know, MVP did them thing already.
Demon, no. Say boy TH go score a double century, but still want beat West Indies to sickness because there's no way of them on them 190 at 7 and then they start
Oh my gosh.
poorly. And that was when they allowed them to get away.
Let us not do this. I not even want to talk about no cricket. I never that bear use my middle for talk about. And where you are saying now make no sense. I the rain make could draw the game. But I'm not talking about no cricket.
Rain my backside. Watch that game and I could have bowled.
Why you force me for talk about cricket, my youth? I don't want to talk about no cricket ball. I want to use my 45 seconds that left for heal up Ja Morant.
Bro, you can't always get your 1 minute afterwards. Where I read from?
Bro. My youth, listen to me now, Ja Morant a play and me dip on the show and me care. At halftime I left him at 20 points. You know, me just shout him out again, another all-star appearance for the future GOAT of the NBA. I mean, you know, a lot of big trades are happening. Obviously the Kevin Durant thing and the Kyrie thing and a bag of things are going on in the NBA. And a lot of people are writing off Ja. I'm not a Grizzlies fan, you know. You know when people think say I'm a Grizzlies fan, I'm not. I'm a Ja fan. Ja Morant, I'm a player. So I'm not follow the Grizzlies. But them are right, them off like say them can't do nothing. But they're a very hard team to beat at home. So you know them can beat it.
When I just watch them lose 8 of the last 9 games, home and away.
First of all, they lost 7 out of the last 8 before them come back and win. And they're actually winning this game as well. And Ja was out. Ja was out when they lost the last game. And then he came back and he guided them to victory.
103-86 now.
Who them a play again? Timberwolves. Yeah.
So, scrub team they were just like a bunch of trade and now nobody.
Mate, why you wanna love discredit the man? That me can't take with.
Well, it's not discredit.
The man just a chuckle. The man just a chuckle till the playoffs. Because them pretty much the second seed, and them obviously are gonna make the playoffs. So we just a chuckle. We just don't want the injuries.
I'll tell you this game. Just be careful because with NBA, matchup is very important.
Yeah,
you don't want to match up against the Phoenix Suns in the first round because that is a
definitely
first round
not. But what position are the Phoenix Suns right now?
Them the 5th right now.
Yeah, we're not worried, bro. Oh yeah, so shout out to Ja. I mean, my last 15 seconds is, guys, I know there's not a lot of videos coming out on Sports Frenzy and thing, but things soon lift up again, and you know, just continue to watch the thing and like up the thing and thing. We still a move and we still a look for like, share and subscribe.
You can promise them say next week they might get multiple shows, man. So you can look forward to that. Almost
man. When tracks time come and thing and the thing pop off again. So big up on yourself and continue to support.
Well, they know the reason why they not say a lot of show, man, because work off me like a dog, but next week,
man. I know a whole heap of people in a message me and say, yo, when the cricket thing and when stop the shows and da. So I just say it publicly. It is soon back up and running consistently. So go and wait.
Yeah, man. And as I rightfully say, a lot of trades going on. Kim's favorite player, as I call him, sometimes message him say Brody. Kim's favorite player, Brody, is on the move once again.
Oh, Westbrook. Finally.
Are your favorite player that?
Awesome. Yeah, I forget that egotistical maniac out the locker room. Get him out. Like,
but yeah, imagine, you can chime in on that quickly, Kim's the trade them are going.
Like imagine LeBron is having a big night. And this is the night you choose to argue with the coach. You argue with the coach because the man take you out, you want to link up on the court and all them little thing there, brother. Like,
The man want to be part of the greatness, fam.
boss, you see, if you were a rookie or a second year man, we can say, all right, then you don't know better. This man in the league over 10 years and still do the same foolishness. That's why, listen, Kevin Durant run away from him. Run away. Kevin Durant, like, I can't. Remember, I know, the Oklahoma City Thunder was up 3-1 versus the Warriors and lose 4-3. And after that, Kevin Durant was like, I can't win with this guy. It's impossible. Run my left wing. They signed Westbrook to a 5-year contract, OKC. Then they trade him to Houston. After they trade him to Houston, then they trade him to Washington. After them trade him to Washington, then now them trade him to Lakers. Then now them trade him to Utah. So I just trades after trades after trades. So clearly, and I'm telling you, right now, me personally, I believe Westbrook, this is his last year in the league. If he doesn't change his attitude and he thinks he's the best, he's going to be another Carmelo Anthony. Remember, Carmelo got on first take. And I said, I think I deserve a job in the NBA. And people have a big team. And then Dave Lillard said, okay, come over Portland. LeBron said, come Lakers. But, I think that's going to happen. That's not happening with Westbrook. No, it's going to happen.
So, wait, so you really accost the man? Like, the man, do you want to win? And remember, I know you want LeBron, man, and thing. I know LeBron, they always going to get him in points. But he was also on the verge of going up in the assist table as well.
That's all right. What I say, Demo, is I'm not talking about. So if you look on Westbrook, right? Yeah, you can say, he have high energy and that, but he plays losing basketball. The man turn over the ball every single game, and in the worst moments, Lakers they on a run. All right, we're down 2. Westbrook have the ball, turn it to the other team, we lose momentum. Then last shot, game we're down by 1. Give it if you not give to LeBron, then they give to AD. Westbrook, I want to take that. I go shoot up some like those things, brother. Like,
him decision making is horrible.
The man on a self-awareness, brother. You have to have that.
Yeah.
But then I think Lakers made some good trades. See Golden State runway, Wiseman finally. That man is a boss. So they run him away. For Gary Payton, they say that it's in some serious doubt because he failed a physical. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, he failed a physical. Man not fit all season. So we'll see how that works out. Who else make a big trade? The Suns. I think the Suns trade was big, even though Kevin Durant is hurt right now. But having CP3 for do the leading, KD don't want to lead the team, KD just want to play basketball. Yeah. Booker, KD, Ayton, a team that can cause some damage in the West. Right?
You have them as the favorites, no?
No, not yet. Never see KD come back and play basketball first. And then with Kyrie is at Dallas now. He and Luka going to play for the first tonight against the Kings. So we'll see how that go. So a lot of moving pieces. All-Star game is next week Sunday. Super Bowl is this coming Sunday. A lot of sports to look forward to. Go Kansas City, go.
Yeah, man. For the people that they can watch it on CVM.
One of the thing though, Kems, before we wrap up. With the trades them with Lakers make a big debate to go on now. What's their ceiling? People as them can actually make it into the playoffs right now and make a push to do something. I don't know what them say, man, do something. I don't think they can. But
the thing is, they are in 12th place right now. I think 12 or 13.
30, something like that.
Yeah, 13. But they're only legitimately 3 games out of 6th place. Right?
Tight.
Yeah, so the West is really tight. What I think is they got what they always needed. They got shooters. Malik Beasley is in the top 10 in 3-point shooting. D'Angelo Russell is in the top 10 at 3-point shooting. They got longer with Vanderbilt on the wings and more Bamba on these players. These are things that we need. And we don't have, as I say, we don't have a Westbrook there. We just want to, brother, the March Westbrook the other night, the man go 1 for 16. And the man continues shooting, brother.
Which other night?
I think they were playing
that LeBron night.
No, man.
Because he was banging them from all over.
This is want to go like 1 for 16, brother. And I'm like, yo, come on, brother. So, get him out of the room. Listen, I don't know if we never work at one place with somebody, and the moment them leave the office, everything just calm down. Yeah, I whisper that.
Yeah, but wait, no, Levant, but him just do a one bag of lipping, and that. What's their ceiling? May I ask you, what's their ceiling?
I mean, so their ceiling for me, listen, I believe if the Lakers is healthy, I believe in the West, only if every team healthy, I think only the Suns can beat them. Because the level that LeBron is playing now, Anthony Davis is the key factor. He will always be the key factor. If he play like we play in a LeBron record,
Don't remind me about that, bro.
then we're not even gonna make the Lakers not even gonna make the playoffs if we play that way. The man have to be aggressive. The man have to be the man. Like LeBron at 38 years old, 20th season, not supposed to be the best player on the team. Not at all.
True.
Not even close. AD is in a prime right now. And AD take a backseat. AD is supposed to say, give me the ball. And and that's the thing I'm think different with, for example, even a Jamorant or even a Jokic or a Embiid. Them man they want the ball. Give me the ball. AD is like, no, you take
timid.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, what I was going to say is about the funniest thing that I found on deadline day was with that dude that was at Lakers when him Pat Bev. Man just tweets say you have to dance back. And then like within a couple seconds, there was the end.
You want to know something else so funny? Two things are funny. So Pat Bev talk smack about Minnesota. Oh, these guys don't like winning. Da, 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 da.
Exactly.
And now he's ending right back up at Minnesota because them buy him out. Utah buy him out. Them don't want him. So now, or whichever team they go, Orlando, and now he's going to head back to Minnesota. John Wall come out and say it was his worst time ever at Houston. They trade him back to Houston, and then they cut him. It's hilarious, man.
That's funny, man. But big up, gentlemen. Big up, Demo. Big up, Kems. Big up, Sharon was here earlier. Big up to all of you in the comment section. And remember, as always, guys, go out and enjoy these sports. A lot of sporting event going on. Track and field is in the air. Football is also in there. So watch as much as you want. And I think Sunday or one of those days will be Sigma run. So for all the people that want to go to that, you can go out and enjoy it.
Tomorrow
this Sunday, Sigma?
Yeah, I think it's
tomorrow
Sunday.
that boss.
No, man, a Sunday, man, I think.
A Sunday?
Yeah, man, I think a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So people.
Kems, look for me in a March, Zine.
So you're live.
March. Some take some sun, brother,
Mad.
But people, big up on yourself, man, and remember, like up the thing, subscribe to the thing, and next week I'll get there more often, so no worry on yourself.
Big up.